So the first one, so the first role is recruitment. This is the most important and the foremost role in an organization. Recruitment has three. It has recruitment has three ways of hiring a candidate. First is sourcing, training, and selecting. Because in recruitment, we need to hire the most suitable candidate for a particular job role. Just hiring randomly anyone would not be good for the company as well. So it is very important to hire the best suitable candidate for an organization for the particular job that is um, there in the uh, office. So the first one is sourcing. So sourcing means to search the candidate, to hunt for the candidate. So we can do the sourcing through job portals or through social media or by giving the advertisement in newspapers or in some social media online channels. And we can also do the sourcing via the reference, either from the in-house employees or from the outside. So sourcing means finding and searching for the candidate. So when we find the candidate, when we have got the candidate, then what we do is we come to the selecting part, not the selecting, sorry, it's the screening part. So in the screening, what we do is we examine the candidates, we scan their resumes, and while interviewing them, we will try and find out their communication skills, and we will see if the candidate is suitable for the particular job role that we are hiring for. So once the screening is done, if we find the candidate is suitable for this job role, then we come to the selection part. And while selecting the candidate, uh, we choose the best among the rest of the candidates that we have. They're seeing their experience, seeing their performance during the interview, regarding everything that is required for the job role. Then we do the selecting part. And once the candidate is selected, then we hire them. So the next point is onboarding. So onboarding means welcoming a newly hired employee in an organization. So this is to make the employee comfortable by introducing an employee to the new environment, giving them a little tour in the office, showing them all the departments that is there in the office, providing them the the appointment letter, and then showing them their cubicle with their system where they will be sitting and doing then work, introducing themselves among the co-workers, making them feel good and um, comfortable in an organization. So this onboarding process is mainly to welcome the candidate, the employee that is newly hired, and make them feel comfortable and feel that they are the member of the organization. The next point, the third point, that is manpower planning and budgeting. Manpower planning and budgeting is also very important in an organization. This means that hiring a candidate, a quality suitable candidate in the planned budget that the company has for that particular role. So there are a number of candidates, and among them, we have to find a suitable candidate who matches the criteria that is required for the job role that we are hiring for, and then and that candidate should come within the budget that has been planned for that particular role. So main thing in this manpower planning and budgeting is hiring a quality candidate in the budget that has been planned by the company, and this will help the company to stick to the budget and get a quality candidate that will be beneficial for the company through their productivity. The next point, that is the number 4 point, is performance management. Performance management is managing the performance of the employees. Uh, their performances are being monitored. Their performances ne- uh, are are monitored and seen if any changes are need to be made, or how to progress their work, how to increase their workflow. So for that, even they are being given training for that to improve their performance and to increase their productivity. So this is all about managing the performance, seeing what needs to be done to make the productivity of the employees in a better way. How can they work in a more better way and give the product that is needed, that would be helpful for the company to reach its goal, and that will lead to the success of the company. And the next point would be the fifth point, that is HR policies. HR policies are also known as the employee policies. Why they are known as employee policies? Because these policies are made for the employees by the HR department, and in these policies, everything has been written down from the process of hiring till the time or the employee exits, and the values and principles of the organization, and what are the norms that the company needs to follow. Everything is written in this policy book. Even what are the actions that needs to be done if any problem comes up in the company. Everything has been written down in this policy book. These policies are need to be maintained and followed by each and every individual, each and every member of the company, in order to maintain the discipline and the dignity of the company. So these HR policies are very, very important for every company, and this is made by the HR department. The next point is employee engagement. This is the sixth point. Employee engagement is also very important role in an organization, because this will help in building a good relationship between the employees and the employee in an organization. And employee engagement is the process where they are feel they are made they are felt that they are valued in the company, because their opinions are listened, their new ideas are listened, and if their ideas and opinions are good, then they are even executed and implemented in the company. So this will make the employee feel that they are a part of the company, they are important member of the company, and this will boost them to work more harder, and as they feel that they are a very important member of the company. So every company has their own way of practicing employee engagement, and this is done by the HR themselves. And this is to make a friendly environment and make the employees feel good. Apart from their working schedule, they want to give a bit of relaxation to the employees, so that they don't feel that they are only there to work and they are just a machine. So to take their mindset from that to being a part of the organization, this is all done to make an employee feel good, and make them feel that they are a part of the company and a very important member of the company. Now the seventh point, that is the last point of this this role. This is the succession planning. Succession planning is also very important role, as in this the company keeps those employees who are eligible, and who are who is very good in performing their tasks, and who can be given the chance of promotion. These employees are kept in the pipeline so that when there is a job vacancy, or if any higher authority member uh, leaves the company either temporarily or permanently, so instead of hiring members from outside, it is they can take their employee and make them fill the vacancy that is there in the company. So this is very important, and this is beneficial for the company because the employees will feel that they are being given the promotions, they are given the chance, they are given the opportunities in the company itself, and this way the cost of hiring and all the responsibilities of hiring uh, will should need not be done once you hire the employee from your company who has already been working there. So you know the company, you know the employee, you can trust them, and this way it will be very helpful for the employees as well and for the company as well. So succession planning actually means uh, giving the opportunities to the employee in the process of promotion, and also filling the vacancy that is there in the company by the employee that is already working in the company. So when somebody who has the leadership quality, someone who is already there in the company, they are given the opportunity to fill the vacancy that is there in the company. So that is succession planning. So now we come to the conclusion. Um, from the presentation that I've done, this is to show the importance of HR in an organization, how helpful they have been to build and run a company to reach its goal. But like I said, HR is the pillar and the backbone of the company, and they are the ones who is active in um, doing so many multitask jobs in the organization. They are the one to build a good relationship between the managers and higher authority level with the employees, and they are the one who has been handling employees from the time of hiring till the time of exit, the overall employee life cycle, and HR is the one who handles everything, the management and the employees, and they are the one to make the environment in the office very good and friendly and positive, so that it will be helpful for the employees to work in a very good environment, and this will increase the productivity as well. And HR is also responsible for making the company look good in front of the eyes of the others. They carry the values of the company. So HR is very important in every organization. Thank you.
Okay, well done. Very nice, Bhavna. It is nicely
Thank,
done, and you have now understood what is the role of HR, right? There's so much to add other than just the 6, 7 points, right? The strategic and administrative. But yes, whatever you could put it in short, you have, and you've done it really well. Okay, you've explained us in detail, and it's good to know that you've understood so much about the HR. So I hope the topic for both of you was good enough to conclude as a conclusion, no, like after the session of 1 month, what you have understood from the training program, and what you have understood should be the role of an HR. So it is clear to both of you, right?
yes,
Now you can
Yes.
explain
yes,
people what HR does.
yes.
Okay, fine. So all the best to you also. Okay, I hope you can start your career in HR from here, a breakthrough for both of you. Okay, and I will go through your assessment answers. So tomorrow, please be there for Shreyasha also. She's going to present at 9 o'clock. Okay. So
Okay.
anyways, well done again, Bhavna. It was a very nice presentation.
Thank you.
Okay. Fine then. I'll see
Have
you
a
tomorrow. Yeah. Tell me. You were?
have
No.
a yeah. I'm saying have a good day.
No problem. You did well. It was good. Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
Bye bye.
Okay then.
Have
Bye. If you have questions, we can take it up tomorrow.
a
Okay. Okay. Bye. Have a nice day.
you too. Bye bye.